Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sports 2.0 Network. My name is Ryan Ghodsian. Today, we're going to be discussing some win totals for the NFC East. We'll get started off with America's team in the Dallas Cowboys, who are projected to win over 9 wins at minus 130 or under 9 wins at plus 110. Now, all these odds are brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. I'm going to have to take the over here. I expect the Cowboys to be better this season, especially with Dak Prescott coming back, being healthy. I know he's dealing with a shoulder injury and coming off that ankle surgery, but I think the Cowboys were just playing it safe in the training camp. I expect their defense to play better. They got a three-header monster on the outside with CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Michael Gallup, who, in my opinion, is a second best trio of wide receivers in the NFL outside of the Bucs. So I expect Dak to play well. I expect the defense to be better because they can't get any worse. Especially with defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, I think he's going to be an upgrade over their previous defensive coordinator from last season. So I expect Dallas to get a hair just over 9 wins at minus 130. Heading over to the defending NFC East champion Washington football team from last season. Now I know they went 7-9 last year and won the division, which shows how pedestrian the NFC East was last year. And this season, let's not forget the NFL increased the regular season to 1 game, so there's going to be 17 games played instead of 16. So because of that, I like the Washington football team to hit over 8.5 wins at minus 110. I think they're the best team in the division. They have, in my opinion, the best defense in all of football with Chase Young and Montez Sweat. And I know Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't, the flashiest name out there. But as of late, he has been playing well. And if it wasn't for the Dolphins drafting Tua Tagovailoa, I think the Dolphins still would have played Ryan Fitzpatrick last season. He did play well. And he said this is the best situation he's been in his career. And you can't blame me. He has a proven coach in Ron Rivera, who is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated coaches in the NFL. He's got a star on the outside in Terry McLaurin. He's got a nice tight end in Logan Thomas and a great young running back in Antonio Gibson. So I like Washington to rely on their defense, run the football with Antonio Gibson, and have Ryan Fitzpatrick, not be asked to do too much. And if he is asked to do much, he has been proven that he is capable of doing it. I know sometimes he's known as tragic magic, Fitz tragic, as he is known sometimes. But sometimes he gives us some Fitz magic. So I expect some more Fitz magic rather than Fitz tragic this season for Washington. So that's why I'm going to take the over at 8.5. Heading over to the New York Giants, who had a pretty good year under first-year head coach Joe Judge, who has seemed to have his guys buy in to his philosophy. I'm going to take the over here at 7 wins for the Giants. With that being said, I don't expect them to win to make the playoffs. They have Daniel Jones as their quarterback, who has not been great. But if the Giants can protect him somewhat, I think he can make some plays. He has been accurate with the football. The problem is he just can't hang on to the football. He has had a fumbling issue and has made some questionable decisions in the past. Now I know the Giants don't have the best offensive line in the world, but they do have a very good defense, which I think will benefit them a lot. Let's not forget Saquon Barkley is returning, so I think Joe Judge is going to rely heavily on Barkley, which should help not only the offensive line, but Daniel Jones as well. And the Giants did have some upgrade on the outside with Kenny Golladay coming over. So I like the Giants to win 8 games this season. But with that being said, I'm not going to pick them to win the division or make the playoffs. Heading over to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are entering the season with Jalen Hurts as their quarterback and first-year head coach Nick Sirianni. Now, I don't expect the Eagles to do much this season, but I do expect them to win over 6.5 games this season. So I'm going to take the over here at minus 140. I really like Jalen Hurts as a starting quarterback in the NFL. I know a lot of Guys aren't high on him, but I think he has potential. I know the Eagles aren't don't have much expectations this year, and I don't have many expectations for them either. But you have to look at Hurts, who is entering his second year in the NFL. He's been proven that he has been able to hang with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You look at that Arizona game last season where he went toe for toe with Kyler Murray, who is a NFL superstar in my opinion. And I think the Eagles' defense is not as bad as advertised. I know Fletcher Cox a little long in the tooth, but he can still play. They got Brandon Graham. They do have some pieces on the defensive side of the ball, and I expect the Miles Sanders to play really well this season. I think they're going to feature him a lot. You still have Zach Ertz at the tight end position, and you still got some guys on the outside for Hurts to throw the ball to. So I like the Eagles to win 7 games this year, but I'm not picking them to win more than that at all. I expect them to finish either 3rd or 4th in division, which is why I don't have them making the playoffs. Anyways, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the Sports 2.0 Network. Make sure to subscribe to Sports 2.0 Network on YouTube. Give us a follow on Twitch. It would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take care.